Good morning, students. Students, in our last lecture on hybridization, we discussed with you the sp hybridization, sp2 hybridization, sp3 hybridization. Now today we will be discussing with you the hybridization in which d orbital is involved. And I told you the hybridization in which d orbital is involved can either be sp3d, sp3d2 or sp3d3 type of a hybridization. So I'll try to discuss all these hybridization in the lecture of the day. First will be sp3d hybridization. sp3d hybridization. Now sp3 and d hybridization. Student, sp3 d hybridization occurs when 1s, 3p and 1d orbital mix together to form 5 sp3d hybrid orbital, which will orient themselves in a manner so as to adopt a trigonal bipyramidal geometry with a bond angle of 120 degree and 90 degree. Am I getting clear? So in sp3d type of a hybridization, there will be mixing of s and 3p atomic orbital plus p plus p plus p orbital and d orbital. So 1s, 3p and 1d atomic orbital will mix together and will form 5 sp3d hybrid orbital, which will orient themselves to adopt trigonal bipyramidal geometry. So they will orient themselves to adopt trigonal bipyramidal geometry. To adopt trigonal bipyramidal geometry. Bone angle will be 120 degree and a 90 degree. With the bone angle of 120 degree and 90 degree. As for example, if I discuss the bone formation in phosphorus pentachloride. Now, how does the PCl5 formation occurs and how do we explain this through the concept of hybridization? Now, see student, phosphorus atomic number is 15. Electronic configuration will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, then 3s2 and 3p3. This is a ground state configuration. Now, in excited state, these are first of all to be unpaired so that the orbital gets singly occupied and then the bonding occurs. How? In excited state, we will write down the configuration as this way. Excited state, this will be 1s2, then 2s2, 2p6, then we have 3s1 and 3p4. That means 3px1, 3p y1, or I may write it in this manner, 3s1, 3px1, 3py1, 3pz1, and one of the d orbital will be participating. Am I clear? When we write down the configuration in the excited state, one of the d orbital will be participating, that will be dz square. And how will I write it up? This will be 3dz1. Am I clear or not? The various d orbitals are dxy, yz, zx, x square, y square and dz square. This is very important, a question in the examination. Which d atomic orbital participate in the sp3d type of a hybridization? It will be dz. How? This is a 1s2. Then we have 2s2. Then 2p6. One S2, 2s2, 2p6. Then we have 3s1. 3px1, 3py1 and 3pz1. 3px1, 3py1 and 3pz1. And then we have a 3dz. Each are having one electron. You may see over here 3s, 3px, 3py, 3pz and 3dz square. Am I clear? Now one half field S, 3 half field P and 1 half field D. All of them are belonging to the energy shell 3 or third. So they will mix amongst themselves and will form sp3d hybrid orbitals. And how many sp3d hybrid orbitals will be formed? 5. Because they will be equivalent in number to that of the atomic orbital. And this 5 sp3d hybrid orbital will orient themselves as to adopt a trigonal bipyramidal geometry. How? This trigonal bipyramidal geometry orientation will be this. And this, you may see over here, student, this is one of the sp3d hybrid orbital. This is another sp3d hybrid orbital. And then this is the third sp3d hybrid orbital. Is it getting clear? This is the fourth sp3d hybrid orbital. And this is the fifth sp3d hybrid orbital. I told you yesterday, in hybrid orbital, the lobes with a high electron density are the bigger lobes and with a lower electron density are the smaller lobes. So everywhere you have to make the smaller lobe this way. Now these are 5 sp3d hybrid orbital. Tell me whether I am getting it clear for you or not. And then you may see over here, this is trigonal bipyramidal geometry. Am I clear? So geometry over here will be trigonal bipyramidal geometry. Is it getting clear? Trigonal bipyramidal geometry. Now, bone angle will be 120 degree and 90 degree. How? What molecule is to be formed? PCl5. The 5d orbital of a 5 sp3d orbital of phosphorus has oriented themselves to adopt a trigonal bipyramidal geometry. Now, if I look at chlorine, chlorine atomic number is 17. How does the bone formation will occur? Let me write down the configuration. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3px2, 3py2 and 3pz1. Yes? So, pz is not completely occupied. How? 1s orbital will be having a 2 electrons. So, naturally, it is not going to participate in the bone formation. Then we have 2s orbital. Then we have 2p6. Each having 2 electron. Then we have 3s2 orbital. px2, py and pz orbital. Then we have 3px2, py2 and pz1. Am I clear? Pz will be a dumbbell shaped atomic orbital. Now, these 5 dumbbell shaped pz atomic orbital will orient themselves in such a manner so as to overlap with the sp3d hybrid orbital. How? Just see over here. These are sp3d hybrid orbital. This is 1, then 2. This will be the 3rd hybrid orbital, the 4th hybrid orbital and the 5th hybrid orbital. Hybrid orbitals will be represented with a larger as well as with a smaller lobe. A big lobe, small lobe, big lobe, small lobe and then the small lobe. Is it clear? Now pz will be a dumbbell shaped atomic orbital. So it will orient itself in such a manner so that it may undergo head-on overlap with the hybrid orbital. One of the pz orbital will overlap with this. Am I clear? This is pz of chlorine. How many chlorine atoms will be there? 5 pz orbitals. And this will be sp3d pz overlap. I think I shall be clear. Is it clear or not? Similarly over here, this will be the case. This again is pz. And this again will be sp3d and pz orbital. Then we have this one. This again is pz. It is sp3d orbital, sp3d and pz orbital. Am I getting clear, student? Similarly, one of the d orbital will be overlapping with this one, pz. This again is pz. And overlapping region with the electron density. So this again will be sp3d and pz. Then again over here will be one of these will be overlapping with this one. This will be what orbital? pz. And this will be sp3d pz orbital. Am I clear? This is dumbbell shape. Atomic orbital pz. These are hybrid orbital with a bigger lobe as well as with a smaller lobe. This dumbbell shaped pz orbital orient itself in such a manner so as to overlap with the hybrid orbital, adopting trigonal bipyramidal geometry. How? This is phosphorus now. This hybrid orbital has overlap with this. So this will be the chlorine. Similarly, here this has overlap with chlorine. This will be chlorine. This will be chlorine. This will be chlorine. And this will be chlorine. When they overlap, this will result in the formation of this kind of a bond. Am I clear? This is how the formation of PCl5 molecule will take place. Now remember, these 3 bonds are called as equatorial bond. This one and this one. These are equatorial bonds. this and this bond, this and this bond, this is called as axial bond. Bond angle at equatorial angles, equatorial bond, will be 120 degree. These are the equatorial position, and this over here will be 90 degree. Am I clear? Now one question you need to remember. Axial bonds are longer than the equatorial bonds. Question is why? Due to greater repulsions at the axial position than at the equatorial position. So students, always remember as a note, axial bonds are longer bonds. Axial bonds are longer bonds. Then equatorial bonds. Then equatorial bonds. Due to greater repulsions at the axial positions. Due to greater repulsions at equatorial positions. Due to greater repulsions at equatorial position. Am I clear? So there will be greater repulsion at equatorial position, due to which it will be a longer bond. Is it getting clear, student? So student, let me make this lecture 15 as a part A of the lecture. So in the part A of the lecture number 15, I have discussed with you sp3d type of a hybridization. In the part B of the same lecture, we will be discussing with you sp3d2 and sp3d3 type of a hybridization. Am I getting clear, student? So in part B, I will be just discussing with you sp3d2 and sp3d3 type of a hybridization.